Welcome to Rocket City Momentum, where we capture the energy of Huntsville. Each week, we're diving into the coolest stories, hottest trends, and exploring the unique neighborhoods that make our city shine. From inspiring conversations with local trailblazers to uncovering hidden gems, we're here to celebrate what makes Rocket City so special. So buckle up, Rocket City. It's time to feel the momentum.
Welcome to Season 1, Episode 1 of Rocket City Momentum. This is gonna be awesome.
Yes, I'm so excited. I am Dana Stone with Live and Rest Coaching, and I have with me Lucas Schuyler Scott with Schuyler Scott Studios, and we are feeling the momentum here.
We had to start somewhere, and we thought, why not get started in Hampton Cove? In this episode, we look at how AI is sweeping the industry of accounting, and we grill the mayor of Hampton Cove on the best place to have a spicy hot date night.
Well, I don't know how spicy it was, but stick around after the interview because we hit the streets to test the mayor's promise of fun, and the results may surprise you. So, first things first, let's see. How much do you know about Hampton Cove, Lucas?
Me? I know very little about Hampton Cove, but there's a lot of things that I know very little about. We got to get out there and talk to the public. Dana, get your camera. Let's go interview some people.
Let's do it.
What do you know about Hampton Cove?
I know it's over the mountain, and there's big houses there. Absolutely nothing.
I know very little about Hampton Cove. They have great golf course.
They've got a great golf course.
Right from Trent Jones Golf Trail. I don't golf, but, I'm sure it'd be a blast.
Absolutely nothing.
I drive through there often for deliveries with my clients. It's always easy to get around and great places to stop for lunch.
My grandbabies live in Owens Crossroads.
Fair value properties, and I think there's still lots of room for development.
Makes me a lot of money for a lot of years.
I know they do a witches ride that's coming up for Halloween.
And a major rummage sale also.
Oh, yeah.
Hampton Cove is a very high-end neighborhood, kind of to the east of Huntsville. It is a little more laid back than the fast-paced areas in more of the Huntsville area. So it's kind of a great blend of convenience, and it's just a really nice area, good community.
It's a place I sort of forget about unless I'm down that way.
We got the expert, the mayor of Hampton Cove with us today.
Is that what they call it?
That is what I have nicknamed him that today.
So my name is Brad Garland. I moved to the Huntsville area in the Cove, originally from Decatur, but we wanted to get a little closer to home, so we came over to Huntsville, and we discovered this area of Huntsville called, Hampton Cove, Big Cove, Owens Crossroads, whatever.
And why do you guys have so many names? Why is it Hampton
Right,
Cove?
but why do you automatically say when you think Hampton Cove, right?
The Cove is a beautiful area. There's a lot of greenery out there. We've got some good trails and greenways. And there's been a lot of growth with new neighborhoods. Started out with the Hampton Cove subdivision, but that's grown into more areas. Big Cove area has been a part of the Huntsville region for a while in Madison County. People see that mountain as a big obstacle, whether they're going over Cecil Ashburn or over Governor's Drive.
Right. You do hear people talk about, like, oh my gosh, over the mountain.
Over the mountain.
Yeah.
And we're talking like a hill, right?
Hill.
I mean, that's not like it's not like Colorado Rockies
Right.
mountain,
Yeah.
right?
It's definitely it is mount. It's a mount. It's not a hill. It's
It
a
is
mountain.
not
Have you
big.
driven up it?
Yes.
And down it
All the time.
Do you drive up and down it very fast? That's the key. If you drive
How much
faster,
do
it feels
I
more like
put
a mountain.
Well, there's a lot of swerves.
There's a lot of swerves, and you know why? Because it's so steep. You gotta, you know what I mean, build your way up.
The 4-lane road has helped with traffic a lot, but during that time, we definitely felt the crunch of how much bigger the community had grown, and how many more people were needing to commute to and from, Huntsville proper.
Huntsville proper.
Huntsville proper.
I like that. When
It's
people
like
ask where I live, I'm
when
Huntsville proper.
Huntsville proper.
Huntsville proper. I want to know more about this. The mayor of the Cove. Is that what the Cove mayor?
I
What is
dubbed
the
him. That is my.
That's the first time I've heard it. But
It is
sure.
okay. All right. You roll
Well,
with it.
here's
Just
the thing.
pretend like everyone
Hampton
says it.
Cove master planned housing subdivision.
The Hampton Cove subdivision has a really nice, Hampton house with the pool and with other amenities.
It's like the community, and so because we're here with the mayor, we now have access to that. Well, we're gonna drop names and the Cove mayor's.
Well, okay, so why do I call him the mayor? Like, okay, you've got Cove Monkey. You are a founding member of BNI Cove.
There's Grow Cove as well. When I first moved here, 13, 14 years ago, I had some friends that lived out there as well, and they said, hey, did you know trivia is going on here tonight? Did you know this restaurant's opening up? Did you hear about this? And I said, no, it would be great if there were a place that kind of connected all this news together, because it wasn't just the Cove area, Big Cove and Hampton Cove, but, McMullen Cove was there. There's stuff over the mountain in Jones Valley that's that's not far. And there's also stuff in Owens Crossroads Town and New Hope Town. I say town just because they're separate areas.
They
kind
are
of
not
used
Hampton Cove.
interchangeably.
Owens Crossroads is completely separate.
Yeah, well, so they're not Big Cove, because Big Cove is an area of Huntsville where Hampton Cove is, a neighborhood inside.
I
But
need
then there's
like
also
a diagram. This is.
We'll flash one up.
We need like with a whiteboard and circles of places.
Big Cove and Hampton Cove, McMullen Cove, Jones Valley, Owens Crossroads Town, New Hope Town.
So Big Cove is the greater Cove area.
Yeah, really Big Cove, we kind of roughly define it as anything from the base of the mountain from Montesano over to Cecil Ashburn, over to Flint River, although it's a really loose definition. It's like a Dalmatian because you have hodgepodges of Brownsboro, Gurley, unincorporated Madison County, Huntsville City, Owens
Annexations
Crossroads.
and things, right? Yeah.
So has that caused any problems? Stress? Do you guys have like turf wars?
Well,
like,
and that's where Grow Cove came from, is we wanted to be able to say, hey, look, we're not just concerned if you're in Huntsville City or not, if you're in unincorporated Madison County. We want to have a group that kind of serves the needs and tries to liaise with the different agencies based on just the fact that you're in this region.
From the mayor of the Cove, or this can be from Brad's perspective or whatever. I need people to know.
Why do they want to know?
Why do they want to go? Yeah, best place to eat, best place to go, best nightlife. You guys have a club? Are there
No.
clubs there? What
There
else?
are no clubs.
No clubs.
There are no clubs.
We have some restaurants over
You have to
lake.
go to Huntsville proper. for
Huntsville
that.
proper.
Maybe jump over to Jones Valley. So the Cove has a lot of great areas to explore, a lot of good restaurants. There's Tortora's Grill, which is more kind of like a, hey, it's date night, or let's go out with some friends, and it's less
A little more fancy.
It's just more geared toward date night.
Or like,
Leave your kids.
Don't bring
we don't
your
want your
kids.
snotty little rat-nosed kids messing up the piano.
A
Yeah.
little more bougie.
They have a piano. Is there a piano
there's no-
bar? Is there a
There's
piano
no-
bar in Huntsville?
No, I don't think we have one of those.
We have
in
live
Huntsville.
music, though.
We have live music.
For live music, Buena Vista out there, the Mexican, or one of the Mexican restaurants,
They
Tortora's.
have live music at Tortora's?
Well, they do in the
sometimes,
Cove.
in the grill.
In the Cove, they do.
So another reason that we brought him on is we want to talk to people who are pushing the envelope, who are trying to make change, who are not just comfortable with status quo, something that Brad has been doing with Honeycomb CPA.
Honeycomb CPAs and Advisors is a new firm that myself and some other folks in the area started up. We're located in Huntsville and Athens.
Huntsville proper.
Huntsville proper, yes. The accounting profession is changing. Shortage of accountants that you might have seen some headlines for. Slowdown in students enrolling in accounting. And AI, of course, is coming to impact that as well. Huntsville's seeing major growth, as everyone has seen. More businesses, there's more individuals, there's more people that need tax and accounting support. What could be done differently that might take place?
Meaning better?
And innovative, right?
Yeah, right. No,
Like,
but really, that's the
if we
question we all
always
have to
do
ask.
the things we've always done, we'll always get the things we've always had. Right? We never grow.
Hang on a second. I'm sorry, what? Yes, and the AI thing is highly disruptive on such a big scale that if somebody is running and operating a business and not thinking about how AI is going to impact and how they can leverage AI as a tool to provide more to their clients, it's just a matter of time.
It's not about will AI, destroy or remove the accounting industry. It's more about the accountants that embrace AI will be the ones that disrupt. You got to be able to translate it, and that's really what I do already now. Is a lot of folks have these numbers, this accounting system, which gives them data output.
Yeah.
But then how do you translate that into something that you can implement and use in your day-to-day business, in your day-to-day finances, whatever that may be? Maybe the nerdiest sentence I say today, I just recently read a book on the history of the calculator. A lot of the tales in the book parallel with what's happening now in the discussion around AI. People said, well, true mathematicians, true whatever. And they don't really use that. You look back and say, oh, well, it's just been another tool in the toolkit to make things easier.
More
the
accurate,
calculators
faster.
progressed.
Imagine having pushback on a calculator now.
Knowing how to use the tool is a skill set.
Yes, I love that.
And I think it's very forward thinking of you to be taking that into consideration. Maybe speaks a little bit to your mindset and probably the culture that you guys are building at Honeycomb. Honeycomb, that's a sweet name. Boom! I was waiting so long to say that. It was a
I
terrible.
wish our address were Sweet B.
Like, no.
So are you guys using AI?
We've explored different AI tools related to tax and accounting, but we're not implementing anything yet.
I think one of the biggest issues that accounting is facing is the mindset, the career mindset of the newer generations.
My daughter mentioned this last night at dinner. They were having a summer camp where there were some FBI agents there, and they said, oh, well, there's lots of different ways to get in the FBI, and one of those routes is accounting. Raise your hand if you think you might want to go into accounting. No one raised their hand.
Not a single
Well,
person.
okay. But hopefully we can change some of that by trying to change how the new accountants develop and mature and progress in their careers. But a lot of AI can take away some of the busy work. But if that's the case, and you can use different tools to do that, then you can do tax returns out of a van down by the river.
In a van down by the river.
Living in a van down by the river.
Brad's always really good at connecting whatever we're talking to Marvel. So can you do it?
The MCU has been built up, but it took a lot of people to work together to build that community, and that's what we're trying to do in the Cove as well. Kind of all be rowing in the same direction and form our own Avengers.
And you definitely need to follow because Brad does amazing updates on like what's hot, what's new, what's coming. I really love the updates, and you keep everybody very informed.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Yes, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys next time.
Hey, so we were so inspired by Brad's interview that me and the kids are going to go check out this Mark Russell Recreational Center in Hampton Cove. You guys ready? Let's go do it. Picked up some cousins and we're ready to roll. All right, well, it was a very hot day. The kids had a blast. We're about to head home. Very inclusive playground. It was well worth the trip over the mountain to come over and visit. And I think we would do this again. Let's ask the kids. All right, guys, did you have a fun time?
Yeah, it was super fun.
What was your favorite thing to do?
Probably the slide, and it's like rolls you.
Can you give it a rating?
10 out of 10. Go back to bed.
Well, let's go get in the air conditioning, guys.
Yeah.
Well, nothing like ending a hot day at the playground, quite like some frozen yogurt. We decided to head back over the mountain and head to Yogurt Mountain, where we got all the toppings, all the frozen yogurt. All in all, the kids had an amazing day, and I think this is something that we will do again. Hope that you enjoy. So the playground didn't turn out so bad. We had a blast, so we thought, why don't we check out some live music at
Buena Vista! All right, we're here at Buena Vista in Hampton Cove, and there is indeed live music. Come on in, let's look around. Not so bad. Might be a good getaway or something for date night. Wow, Dana, how about those margaritas, huh?
Oh, what a fun time. Well,
Yeah, but
actually,
yeah, I know. We were just talking, and both of us don't actually like drinking margaritas.
I mean, they're okay, but they're so fruity, and then my stomach always it just hurts high and
The
high.
indigestion, the
Yeah.
indigestion's bad. Yeah, it's really bad. I've got to
just
drink a
gonna tell
lot of
you,
them, so I
that's-
can't feel anything if I'm going to drink them.
That spicy date night that we were promised. No, it was a really fun family night, and I think the kids had fun. The music was amazing. We were singing.
Whoa, maybe it was spicy for an accountant. Boom! Brad roasted. By the way, I dropped your name at the community pool and they wouldn't let me in. In fact, they took my picture and put it on the wall. So thanks for nothing, Brad.
I don't think Lucas is going to be spending much more time in Hampton Cove. Now,
Well,
I'm
either which way.
really excited about episode 2 and the rest of the season that's coming up. I got a question for you, Lucas. Where can you have a baby that's not a hospital?
A traffic jam in New York on the West Side Highway, the back of a taxi, the Holland Tunnel, a living room.
Well, you know what?
Everyone's
Those
terrified.
are all fine choices. However, Huntsville birthing community has got a lot more option these days, and we have Tracy Abney coming on the show, and she's going to tell us all about some birthing options that we actually have and how to get support as a brand new mom building a family. I'm really excited about it. So make sure you check out the next episode.
None of those options include the backseat of a car, right?
I mean, I guess it could happen.
Tune in to find out.